Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday afternoon to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today the Washington Redskins / football team will be traveling about 44 minutes north to Baltimore, Maryland. Reminder, Washington does play in Landover, not too far from Washington, D.C., close to the Virginia border. So just keep that in mind. They both play in the state of Maryland. The Ravens play in Baltimore. They're in the 410, overlooking the Chesapeake Bay. And this is going to be a pretty fun matchup here today as we see the two Maryland teams battle each other off in M&T Bank Stadium to see who will win. And oh yes, it's still the Redskins, Madden 21. I know they just changed its name in July. It's already November now. So just keep that in mind. They make the game around May or June. The name change occurred, I think, around July. I think about July 17th, if I'm aware of, from what I am aware of. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into this. And I'm gonna call the Washington. I might say Washington throughout the video. I could say Redskins / football team. So without further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff time. Here we are in M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, as we see the Baltimore Ravens come out of the tunnel today to battle off against the Washington Redskins / football team. We see them come out of the tunnel today. And the question in everyone's mind is, who will win this game today? I'm thinking the Ravens because of Lamar Jackson's speed.
Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Dwayne Haskins and the Washington Redskins.
Alright, now it is kickoff time here in Baltimore, Maryland, as the Washington Redskins / football team kicks it off, and Marquise Goodwin is ready to run this out, and he is gonna get stopped there at the 33, and this will be a first down at 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. We see the Louisville product, Lamar Jackson, stepping onto the field for the first time today. He is ready to run this out, and he's going to get stopped at the 37. All right, now this is 2nd and 6 now for the Ravens. However, we're going to throw the ball across to Marquise Brown. And Marquise Brown gets his first reception of the game. 1 for 1 there, 8 yards in for this Baltimore Ravens offense. So now Lamar Jackson's going to throw the ball to Marquise Brown. Oh, and Brown's going to do a hurdle there. And he's going to get stopped at the 4-yard line here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here in M&T Bank Stadium. It's in goal line, so we are at 1st and goal. Now we got the former New Orleans Saints running back, Mark Ingram, who played along with Drew Brees. And does he get it into the touchdown? No, he does not. But will he hopefully get it in to the end zone? Possibly. So hand the ball off to him. He runs it in from 1 yard out, and that will be a touchdown for the Ravens. And it will now be 7-0 Baltimore here in the 410, overlooking the Chesapeake Bay. And we see the Ohio State product, Dwayne Haskins, stepping onto the field for the first time today for this Washington football team. So now this is first down at 10. He's going to hand the ball off to Trey Quinn. And Quinn runs it about 8 yards in. So this will be 2nd and 2. Now we're going to blitz here on 2nd and 2 from the 35. So now Haskins will hand the ball off to AP, the former Minnesota Vikings player. And he just went to the Detroit Lions even before the season started, which there was no preseason, as you know, because of the pandemic. And 3rd and 4 now, Haskins tries to throw. J.D. McKissic, however, gets a reception there, but he gets -7 yards. 4th down and 12 now. 4th and 12 from the 25. So the Washington Redskins / football team is going to have to punt here, and the Ravens will return. They're going to return here. Oh, no one's going to stop him, and he will get stopped at the 44 there. And this will be 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. So now we're going to use a passing play, and I got Lamar Jackson. He's going to throw it deep across the field. And he's going to juke it 3 for 3 there, 82 yards. If he has 18 more yards, he will at least have 100 yards passing in this episode, which we want that to happen. We absolutely do. And that will be an incomplete pass. So this will now be 2nd and 10 from the 21 here in M&T Bank Stadium. Now Lamar Jackson's going to throw it to Marquise Brown, and that will be an incomplete pass. So this will now lead to 3rd and 10. And this will end the first quarter, and it's now 7-0. The Ravens lead it in the 4-1-0 in Baltimore, Maryland. So now 3rd and 10 now from the 21. Here, now I'm going to throw it deep across the field to Marquise Brown, and that will be a touchdown. And it's now going to be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and it's going to be 14-0 here in Baltimore, Maryland. And we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now it's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line here in M&T Bank Stadium. Now Dwayne Haskins will pass it across the field, and Peyton Barber gets a reception there, 2 for 2. He at least gained 9 yards there, so he has 8 because he had -7. Or maybe it was 15, I'm not sure. And now Peyton Barber gets a reception here. They will be down at the 33. 3 for 3 there for Dwayne Haskins on the day. So now at 2nd and 2, I'm thinking they might run it in, and they will. And this will be 3rd and 3 now from the 33. The Ravens used some defense there. 3rd and 3 from the 33. He's going to hand the ball off. 4th down. Peterson does not lose nor gain any yards. So what are they going to have to do? Well, and there's a 2-minute warning. They will have to do a 3-point field goal, rather. We're going to have to do a 3-point. They're going to have to do a 3-point field goal. And if they make that kick, it will be good. They'll add 3 points up on the board. And if they don't, they don't. And the Ravens have possession of the football. We are down around the 40-yard line. And this will be 1st down and 10 now. I'm using Lamar Jackson. He's going to run this out. And he's going to get stopped at the 43 there. 1st and 10. And now he's going to pass it to Mark Andrews, and Andrews gets a reception there. They will be down at the 23. 5 for 7 there for Lamar Jackson on the day. So we got less than a minute to go and in this first half. And now he's going to run this out, and he's going to get stopped at the 5-yard line. So this will be 1st and goal for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm thinking we're going to run this in. We're going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown Ravens. First rushing touchdown of the game for Lamar Jackson. And it will now be 21-0 here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. And we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now J.D. McKissic returns a 97-yard kickoff return. Touchdown as he slides on in for Washington's first points of the game. He just runs this out. Nobody stops him, however. But he does break a couple of tackles along the way. And it will now be 21-7. The Ravens lead it by 14. All right, now this will be We only got 30 seconds to go, but now it is now 21-7 here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we see Marquise Brown return the kickoff there, and he's going to get stopped at the 27. So first half is going to be over pretty soon. And now I got Mark Ingram, the second, as my running back. And he was going to get stopped at the 34 there. 3 rushes, 12 yards, and a touchdown so far for him on the day. And now I got Lamar Jackson. I'm going to pass it to Willie Snead. And Snead gets a reception, and the first half is over. The Baltimore Ravens are leading this by 14. So the first end of the first half score is the Baltimore Ravens 21, the Washington Redskins / football team 7. We will see you guys in the second half. I think we kick off second half because we possibly returned the first half. So we do kick off for the second half. We returned the first half, and it's now still 21-7 here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we see J.D. McKissic run this out. And he will get stopped at the 19 there, and this will be 1st and 10 for this Washington offense. So now Haskins ready to throw. He passes it to Peyton Barber. No one there is about to stop him, and he just runs it out. And he gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins / football team. 81-yard touchdown there by Washington. What an incredible play from Dwayne Haskins there, throwing it deep across the field to Peyton Barber, and it will now be 21-14. The Ravens still lead it by 7 points. All right, now we are ready to return the kickoff here after Washington just scored their touchdown of the game. And now we got Marquise Brown ready to return here. And he's going to get stopped at the 36-yard line, and this will be a 1st down and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. Now I'm going to use Lamar Jackson as my running back. So he's really QB, but I like to use him as a running back for him as running on some running plays. So this will be a 1st down and 10 still, but I'm thinking this will likely be a running with Mark Ingram, and he's going to get stopped at the 22 there. So now it's 2nd and 6. Now he's going to throw across the field, and Marquise Brown gets a TD whatsoever. 2nd receiving touchdown of the game for Baltimore, and it's now the Ravens leading it by 14, which is half of 28 is 14. So we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now this is 1st down and 10 from the 27 here. The Redskins / football team will hand the ball off to Trey Quinn, and he only gains maybe about 4 yards. So it's now 2nd and 6 now from the 31. Washington, where they got Dwayne Haskins. Haskins will be ready to throw. Sacks, fumble. Washington recovers. Marlon Humphrey makes the sack there. And it's 3rd down and 16 from the 21-yard line. So now he's going to throw it. Incomplete pass. 4 for 5 there, 97 yards. And it will now be 4th down and 16 now, as they got Marquise Brown ready to return the punt return. And he gets stopped at the 41 there, and this will be a 1st down and 10 for the Ravens. Now, we're going to use some inside zone here for our running play today. He's going to hand off the ball to Mark Ingram. Ingram gains about 4 yards in, so they got 5 rushes and 20 yards total in this game. But he also has a TD. Keep that in mind. So it will now be 2nd and 6 from the 45-yard line. Now, Mark Ingram, he's ready to run this out. Thought we were going to do a hurdle there, but it didn't work. So it's out 1st and 10 from the 33 here in Baltimore. So now Ingram needs to get at least a touchdown here. Well, we are getting pretty close to the red zone. All right, now we're going to use the HB toss. So it's 2nd and 12 now from the 35-yard line. Now Ingram, he's going to use a juke move there. Gets out of bounds right around the 12-yard line. So they are in red zone. So 1st and 10. We're at the 12 here. I want to get at least a TD so we can lead this by 21. And we do, in fact, make the touchdown there. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game for Mark Ingram. And it will now be 35-14. So we're going to lead this by 21 there. I think these black jerseys are bringing them good luck, because whenever we wear those black jerseys in the game, when we play the Ravens, they always tend to win. Like in the first season, when they, in their first appearance on this channel on Madden 21, they beat the Minnesota Vikings, and that brought them good luck. And they beat the New York Jets for the 2nd time wearing those jerseys, but they wore purple pants. So we now lead it 35-14. We're winning by 21. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, now we're going to use the dime formation here. We're going to use cover 3 sky here. And it's now the 4th quarter already. This game went pretty fast, unlike any other ordinary episode. It usually goes fast here. So now it's 3rd down and 8 for Washington. Now Haskins will pass it. And then Peyton Barber gets a reception there. I wish Vernon Davis was still on the team, but he retired at the end of last season. And I remember playing back on Madden 20. He was my main receiver when we played for Washington, and that will be another incomplete pass. That could have been an INT whatsoever, and that would have led into Washington's first turnover of the game. Now it's 2nd down and 10 now. Terry McLaughlin gets his first reception of the game whatsoever. So they're looking forward to scoring their 3rd touchdown of the game, the first points of the 4th quarter, in fact. So now he's going to throw it across the field, and that will be incomplete. So we're going to use some zone coverage here. We're at the 48. So it's 2nd and 10 now. And that wouldn't be another incomplete pass. He's having incomplete passes in the 4th quarter. Like the first half, he completed like almost every single pass in this game. Got at least that 81-yard touchdown from Peyton Barber. So now, and he gets a reception, maybe not, actually. So they're going to convert on 4th and 10 from the 48. And if they don't make it, Baltimore gets possession of the football. Oh, and we get the interception whatsoever. And that will be the first turnover of the game for the Washington Redskins / football team. Now he's going to hand the ball off to Mark Ingram. He's going to gain a couple of yards in. So 10 rushes, 88 yards. So he has 12 more yards to get at least the 100-yard line. So now we're at the 43 here. Now Ingram gained 6 yards in, so 11 rushes, 94 yards whatsoever. So it's now 2nd and 4 for the Ravens, and we'll be down at the 49. All right, now he gets it, maybe gains 3 yards, and he does, in fact. So it's 3rd and 1, 2-minute warning. All right, now this is 3rd down and 1 from the 48-yard line. We got Lamar Jackson, and he runs it down to the 37, 6 rushes, 92 yards, and a TD. If he gets another first down, that will mean he will have over at least 100 yards, possibly. And he gains his 100th yard, and he will get stopped at the 23 with 107 yards, 7 rushes, 107. So we're at the 23-yard line here. And this will be a first down and 10 now for the Baltimore Ravens. And he is breaking a couple of tackles there. He's going to get stopped at the 20. Gains about 3. And the clock is winding down. We got less and possibly... We got less than a minute to go. So now Lamar Jackson, he's ready to run this out. And he's going to get stopped at the 9 there. 9 rushes. 121 yards. Wow, that is incredible, folks. Like, it is now first and goal from the 9. And he gets sacked, and we're going to take a timeout. All right, now this is second and goal from the 15. So now, and I get sacked by Ryan Kerrigan, and the game is over, folks. The Baltimore Ravens take the W at their home turf at M&T Bank Stadium, as the final score is the Baltimore Ravens 35, the Washington Redskins / football team 14 points. So we won big time by 21, mainly by our offense. Mainly the speed of both Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram II. So as you guys can see here, no one scored in the fourth quarter. So now, final score 35-14. We win it at home by 21 points. I do want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future. And stay tuned next time. We will go over statistics. All right, now as you guys saw, the Ravens won it 35-14. The total offense for Baltimore was 374. Washington had 146. We had 218 rushing yards. They had 30. We had 156 passing yards. They had 116. 14 first downs for Baltimore, 4 for Washington. Kickoff return yards 173 because they got that touchdown, which I think was their first touchdown, yes, if I'm aware, in the second quarter. Total yards, we had 526. They had 319. They only had 1 turnover in this game. There was that INT there. 3 red zone touchdowns whatsoever in this game. Lamar Jackson takes home a perfect pass rating of 158.3. 7 out of 9 there, 162 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Dwayne Haskins, on the other hand, had a 73.5 passer rating. 6 out of 13 there, 123 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 INT there. Rushing-wise, Mark Ingram had 12 carries, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day, 8 broken tackles whatsoever. Lamar Jackson had 10 carries, 121 yards, 1 touchdown, and 13 broken tackles on the day. Adrian Peterson had 4 rushes, 19 yards, and no touchdowns whatsoever. Receiving-wise, Marquise Brown had 5 receptions, 125 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Peyton Barber had a miraculous 81-yard touchdown reception, so it's 4 receptions, 117 yards, and a TD. Terry McLaurin, however, had 1 reception and 13 yards. So Willie Snead had 1 reception and 17 yards. Defensively, let's see how many sacks we got. Marlon Humphrey had 1 sack on the day. Jonathan Allen had 1 sack on the day. Chuck Clark had 1 INT on the day, but no return whatsoever. There were no safeties and no touchdowns. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content, and we will show you next episode's matchup. All right, my friends, this will be next episode's matchup, as the New York Giants will be traveling to the 4-1-2 to battle off the Pittsburgh Steelers. That wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys had a great day. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future. Peace out.